Welcome everyone, this is Araphone playing 7 Cities of Gold for the Atari 8-bit systems. I've been playing a map on Journeyman difficulty, randomly generated. So let's get started. I need to switch to the discs. Option to load. Alright. First of all, as usual, I will check in home to show everyone the map and exploration progress so far. It's been going pretty well. There's been some hardships now and then. Journeyman difficulty is more hostile than novice, unsurprisingly. But we have a nice little island up in the northeast. We have a large northern continent that is completely filled in. We have a large southern continent that still has a few gaps in it, so what I'm planning on doing this time is, as last time I went and finished exploring the north, now I'm going to go finish exploring the south. I think there was also a bit of land off the coast of it that I have not explored, which I'll get to later, and this whole southwestern ocean looks suspicious in particular, and there's a decent amount of space just to the south in general. Might be something up in the northwest, but I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. So anyway, let's head out, check in with the outfitter to make sure our supplies are at a good level. The nice thing about getting a good amount of gold is you can stock up on men, ships, food, trade goods. Of course, the problem with a larger expedition is they eat more food and run out more quickly. But if you have the money, it couldn't hurt to get more. And of course, the larger your expedition is, the more they can carry, and the longer you can stay in the field. That'll do. Don't want to fill the boats too full in case I trade for too much food and overload them. That has been known to happen. There have been several times where I've had to leave some supplies in a cache behind so that I don't overload the boats. Which is one reason I got extra boats this time. So we just head southwest and should bump into the southern continent before too long. 229 weeks of food now. It started a little higher, but of course, as you're exploring, they do eat. Running out of food is, of course, a bad thing because then people start starving and dying off, and if it gets bad enough, your whole expedition is lost and you lose all your progress since the last time you saved. I have had that happen more than once. Most notably, in this playthrough on the very first expedition, I sailed most of the way around the northern continent, got most of the coastline filled in, but couldn't find anyone to trade with and ran out of food and everyone died and that was lost. Okay, there's the continent. I think I wanted to go further to the southeast where the easternmost protrusion is. I think that's where the river emptied out. Rivers, of course, are handy because you can move across them more quickly, and they're basically like roads. Anyway, there's a village here that you can go trade with. Don't want to overload on goods. And of course, I have been here before. Wish they wouldn't crowd around so much, but these weird bale guys are a novelty, even if they've been here before. Come on. Give me a little space here. I wonder if this is what it's like to be a celebrity in public. That's not working. Let's try exiting the village and coming back in. At least near the center of town this time. Okay, let's try and outflank this. Circle around. Yeah, I misinterpreted which corner that was. Chief wants gift. Okay, load up on food. Yeah, that's not the river I was looking for. It's a bigger one. I'm going to take the food back to the ship and keep heading along the coast. Okay, we're up to 40 plus weeks of food from 20 something, so that's a good start. Yeah, I have up to the side a screenshot of the map from home from last session. So that shows me where the general outlines of the land are, where it still needs to be filled in. Unfortunately, it is a fairly low detail map, so it will not show you things like towns and villages or even rivers. But I think the part that stuck out down here did have a river at the end of it. Yep, there it is. Oh, looks like I sailed past it. Oh, there's a town here, so that's perfect. Okay, what I'm going to do is trade for food, then stop back at the ship to get some more supplies. Because after trading with the natives, some of them will come with you to help you carry things. Okay. Yeah, bumping into them is bad. That causes hostility sometimes, and will also tend to cause you to lose men. Let's get the gold as I'm here. But yeah, fighting is in no one's best interest. Don't need to carry too much food because there are other villages to trade with in the area. Also don't want to overload on goods. You do want a large supply so you can keep trading out in the field, but you don't want so much that you don't have room to carry stuff. Anyway, the river was just up here. Yep. I need to go a little ways inland before I start getting to unexplored stuff. Oh, I have a mission here. I forgot about that. Might as well load up on food. They still have 17 men. Although the mission seems to have degraded to a fort because there aren't enough men left. Can I turn it back into a mission? Yes. Excellent. So yeah, I want to head west and south first, I think. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Yeah, as I mentioned, you can travel pretty quickly on rivers. And of course, they also give you a big, obvious landmark. So you can tell where you're going pretty easily. Okay, where was the... Yeah, of course, this is the corner. That's the trouble with coming into villages from the north or south, is you can't tell really where you are in relation to the center of it. And you need to get to the center and close to the chief if you want to trade. So get a bit of gold, but mostly food. Since this is a larger village, I'll get more native bearers, which means I can carry more. Like you can see already, there's the unexplored region to the southwest. Pause for a moment. Okay, no reports of gold mines in the area. And we're off. Okay, here's is this Incans or Aztecs? I can never remember which is which. And I suppose it doesn't make much practical difference. Okay, they're crowding around too much. If I come in more or less center, that should be near the middle of town. Yeah, it took me a while to notice that, but the game does actually pay attention to what angle you enter the town from. This is even bigger settlement, so we get even more carrying. So 38 food. Well, 37 now. 2,000 plus goods. This should be good to explore for quite some time. Pause, see if anyone mentions gold. Seems like a no. Okay, when it goes south and then fill in this whole big area. Watching for villages and maybe gold along the way. No response. Okay, a little further south to finish filling that in. Okay, these are Aztecs. I don't need to trade just yet, so I'll just amaze the natives and move on. Okay. There's the southern coastline down there. No messages. It looks like I've decided to trade with this town, though. Get a bit of gold and fill up on food. Okay, I need to go south again to finish filling in the map. Here's a smaller town. And here we go. Okay, head to the west and double back to the north. Pretty nondescript area. Although it counts as an area of rich prairies, which is a discovery progress thing. But yes, it doesn't look like there's much here. There's another, I was just in one. Aztec, I think. They're not happy. Fortunately, amazing the natives makes them back off pretty quickly. Is that not close enough? Yeah, get pretty fussy about your positioning for talking to the chief. Okay, some more wiggly around up there. We'll fill in this section of the map. Then there's another chunk to the west of this and two other chunks to the northwest. And I keep forgetting to stop and listen for gold mines. Seems like nothing here, though. Keep hitting up here. Okay, looks like I'm in the center block of that cross-shaped map hole. So head west, northwest, southwest. Or east, then northwest, southwest. Okay, this is filled in. No word about gold mines. Okay. Okay, for a minute there I thought that was a suspicious looking mountain, but it looks like it's just part of a mountain chain, so not really meaningful. Sometimes if you've seen a mountain that's just out by itself in the middle of nowhere, it's secretly a village. Okay, so this is done. Keep heading west. Briefly hook up with this river before it runs out of river to get a little bit of speed boost. Try and get centered on this. I think I need to go a bit to the east. Oh, and this is a new town because it said discovered rather than just going right in. Yep, there you can see the unexplored region to the west. So we'll head, I think, down to the end of this river and then west from there. Still doing pretty good on manpower. Just head to here and west. And apparently I've never been in this town. Oh, that counts as discovering some natives. Oops. Sometimes it's hard to judge when you're getting too close to them. Okay, and there's the west coast over there. I just head to the west through this and then back to the northeast. And this should be filled in shortly. Mountains feel like they should have gold mines, but I'm not getting any feedback. Yep. While you're going, the locals will kind of back away, which makes it a lot easier to navigate through them. Okay, so I need to head further south to fill in that section. And discover an area of vast mountains. Which is fitting. It's just kind of weird that it's that particular section that counts and not the rest of the range. I think it's by map tile. But yeah, it can be a bit arbitrary as to what counts as a exploration goal. Yeah, you can still bump into people when you're in glowing mode, so you can't be too careless. But it does make it a lot easier to navigate through them when they're not coming after you. So I want to go northeast back to the west and continue northwest from there to the next section of unexplored map. Also, I should be talking more slowly and enunciating more clearly. This is something I know and have known for many years, but tend to forget fairly easily. Okay. Gold mine to the east. Not directly to the east, as it turns out. Grab what I can and keep moving. So that's a discovery. Gold mines are counted in your progress report. And I think I was getting 5% each, so there should be 20 total in the world. After last time I had 30%. So that should bump it up to 35. Okay. All right, that's filled in, so I head back to the northwest. Excuse me. Having a bit of a mucus problem. Okay, straight west from here. Is this one I was already in, or is this new? Okay, this one is new. Really? I'm practically touching his feet. Okay, so I think it's a bit to the southwest to fill in that. Probably south now. One of the problems with the map is you're generally towards the center of it, but you don't have a specific "you are here" kind of locator. Okay, this should be just about centered. Okay. And I want to go northwest. Try and stay off the mountains as much as possible because they do slow you down. Was I here yet? I think that was just here. Yeah. But you do want to stop in every town and village you see because they count for exploration progress. And once you visited them once, they will always appear in the local map. Whereas if you haven't been there, they might be concealed. Having local guides helps you see where villages are. But it's not a sure thing even then, especially in Journeyman as opposed to beginner. There. Okay, yeah, this was a pretty sizable unexplored region. So I want to keep heading west. I have enough food to last for a while. Goods are starting to get a bit lowish, but not enough to be a cause for concern. Okay. That's the bottom row filled in. Wait, though. Is that the... Okay, no, that was the southwest corner of the center of town. I was thinking it was the southeast. No, the southeast one is that darker color. Okay, I want to keep heading north and probably kind of zig and zag back and forth to the east. No reports of gold mines. But here's a town. Yeah, abasing the natives only works the first time you visit a village, even if you don't do anything there, so I'm hoping it will kind of make them more amenable just to use it. Because the game does keep track of how friendly or unfriendly the locals are to you, and there's some bleed effect between towns, basically. Word gets around. If you're violent and whatever, people tend to be less happy with you, even if they haven't met in person yet. Whereas if you're friendly and cooperative, that also tends to get around and make the natives tend to be more friendly and cooperative. It's kind of a karma sort of thing. You get what you deserve. If you're a jerk to everyone, it comes back and bites you. Of course, some of them will just be somewhat more hostile for no real reason. Lost a few men there. Okay, I want to go back to the north, but there's a handy river right here. And apparently a cache at the source of the river. Was this a gold mine? It might have been. Okay, so there's a bit more to the northwest. Stop it here in case I haven't been to it, and I haven't. Okay, so this is all filled in. The section to the west is all filled in. I'm going to take the ship up to the northern coast just so I can clear out the rest of this cache. You know, let's do that. Just head back to the ship now, restock, sail around to the northern coast, and double back. Okay, been here before. That's mostly filled in now. Nothing to report. Of course, I do want to make sure I actually know of some villages in the region to stop by, but for now I'll just head back to the river, continue on my way up the coast. Yeah, as soon as you hit the river, your speed jumps. It's very nice. And of course, all I have to do is follow this back to the south and then the east, and the boat will be pretty close. As I recall, I parked it a bit to the south by a village on the shoreline. We're just cutting right through that swamp like it was no thing. Swampland, if you're not on a river, will slow you down considerably. Okay. Just stop in here. Huh. and I've never been here. Even better. I was just looking for a resupply of food. But if it also counts as a new discovery, that's, again, even better. Okay, grab a bit of gold. Gold is nice, but you can't eat gold. Okay. I think it's just a little further. No, more than I thought. Yeah, it was pretty far inland. Well, I did cover basically the entire continent almost to the western coast, so I suppose that's to be expected. Just there's that mission again. Of course, as soon as you're off of the river, you slow down considerably. Okay, they're getting in the way again. All right, I think this time's better. There's a gap through here. There. And all the food I can carry before heading back to the ship. Load up the gold, load up the goods, load up the food, load up the men. Okay, we're doing pretty good. There's still space on the ships for more supplies. Well, mostly gold and food. You can only get more goods back in Europe. So we'll head this way for a while. Keep going. Soothing sound of the waves and whatever. Let's stop for some more food. And double check whether there are any gold mines in the area. Okay, I think that was the northeast corner. Yes. Okay, that took all the goods I had on hand. Okay, nothing to report, it seems. So we'll keep going. Head along the coast. Closer to the unexplored region. Okay, it's still not close enough to be on the map. I guess trading with the village is all but required for exploring inland because Without help, your expedition can only carry enough food to last 10 weeks. And that's if they're not carrying anything else. Okay, there's the unexplored region. I don't want to go into the shallows, really. Yeah, the problem is I haven't explored around here, so I don't know where the villages are, which means I don't know where I can stop off to trade. Okay, this, I think, is this inlet there. So if I go a little further, have I found a village here? I'm not seeing any. And that mountain is probably just a mountain. Yeah, I should have scouted the area out first. I kind of underestimated how far it was from the shoreline. Okay, here's a town. So I can just come in here, trade for some food, get some help carrying things, and go exploring. Yeah, there's really no rivers around here. Drop off the gold, grab all the goods I can, and let's go. Like, leave some of the food behind. There. Of course, that's all the goods I have on the ship, too. Oh, getting a little stuck there. Yeah, that sometimes happens when you're on mountains or swamp. She'll kind of get stuck on the terrain for a bit. Now, where was what I wanted to go? It's further east. Yeah, you normally want to be on cautious pace when you enter a village because anything faster than that, especially reckless, will come across as aggressive. And aggressive means they're less trusting, which means more chance of violence, which means more chance of alienating them and losing men. Alright, back to the east. Another new town. Okay. Went to head to the northeast to explore the unexplored land. Probably will go on the coastline for more villages while I'm in the area. So that if I come back this way again, I'll have somewhere to stop off at. They did not sound happy. So I get the impression that some towns are just kind of misanthropic. No matter what you've done, wherever, they'll still be kind of irritable. Okay, seems like no messages. Okay, just a little more and this will be filled in. And there it is. Just head back this way and look for towns. On the Okay, I wasn't really expecting this to be a town. But here we are. Like I said, sometimes mountains that are just kind of there are actually villages in disguise. Somehow. I actually don't want to carry too many supplies because I'm planning on stopping by the cache at the mouth of the river. Yeah, like this mountain is just a mountain. This mountain is just a mountain. I don't doubt those mountains are also just mountains. Okay, back down towards the river, where there was, I think that was originally a gold mine at the mouth, because I don't think I would have left supplies just in such a weird spot. Although it's possible, I don't really remember. Anyway, I should be able to clear that up. And there we are. And yeah, I figured that was blocking the discovery. If you have two things on the same tile like that, sometimes the game only gives you access to one or the other. Okay. Little space here. Alright, this is slow going, but as long as I'm cautious, we should be fine. There's the chief. This should be close enough. Alright, clean amount of gold and get enough food. Alright, now I can head back to the ship and we should be good. I think there was an island off the coast in this area that I haven't visited yet. So I think I'll stop by that before heading back to port. Okay, good. I was already here. I'm sure I've mentioned this repeatedly, but it would be very nice if there was some indication of whether or not you have already visited a village before you actually go in. Maybe an outline on the map or something. And probably there would be if this were on a more recent system, but yeah, this is Atari 8-bit, the 400, 800. which I'm pretty sure are older than the Nintendo Entertainment System. So the fact that the game is able to be this complicated and expansive at all is kind of amazing. Okay, just drop in here, grab some more food before getting back to. Really? Was that necessary? Let's see, believe that. Grab the gold and then the food. So I know I'm heading back to the ship shortly. It was just up the coast. Yeah, there you can see the bit of that island off the shore down there. Anyway, it's 1523. I think the game starts in 1492. So this expedition has been going for quite some time in game years. We're overloaded. Okay, let's leave some food behind. And hopefully everyone fits now up easily. And 50 plus weeks of food besides. Okay, there's a little dot to the west there. Oh, we're at the little dot. It's apparently part of this island. Is this a mountain or is it secretly a village? Only one way to find out. Nope, that is just a mountain. Come on. Alright, back to ship and find a better place to park. Where I won't get stuck on the mountain going in and out of the boat. Looks like this island is a bit larger than it looked at first. Still considerably smaller than a continent, but reasonably sizable. Okay, this mountain looks suspicious. Oh no, there's two in a row. So maybe they're actual mountains. Nope, that's a town. Not even. It's a gold mine. Okay then. Is there a town around here though? It's I kind of need one. If I'm going to do any serious exploration of the region. Hmm. I think sometimes if you hold still, the villages kind of flicker. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. There pretty much has to be something here, doesn't there? All right, let's get back to the boat. Keep sailing around the shoreline. Maybe you'll come across something more suspicious. But I'm getting close to running out of food. Hmm. Yeah, you want to watch out for the shallows. Oh, I saw something. And here we are. We have a bit of a foothold. Yeah, kind of want the gold, but I need the food. And that is conveniently close to shore. Suppose I can explore the area more carefully now. There's a bit to the southwest I have not explored at all. Villages are more likely to be visible now that I have helpers. Like this. It was right there on the shoreline all along, and I just couldn't see it. And we have loaded up on food. What should be a good for exploring the rest of the island? Again, here's another village that I walked right by earlier and couldn't see. I doubt there'll be a second gold mine on the same island, but you never know. And another village right by the shoreline. Yeah, if this were novice, probably most or all of these would have been visible to start with. I was right by this and had no idea it was here. Because the gold mine was right here. it seems that our soldiers are not very good at spotting things. And I do get the impression that your exploring party is more soldiers and mercenaries than explorers as such. Right, I've already been here, so I can't amaze them meaningfully. But here's the chief, who wants a gift. Or two. Grab all the gold I can, grab all the food I can, get back to the ship. I could probably reclaim that cash I left now. Just head up the shoreline until I find it. Recollect the food, head back to Europe to report our progress, and... oh, it's right here. Yeah. That wasn't even worth going back for. I'm pretty sure that when it's in the cache, it is displayed as weeks of food for one person, whereas when it's shown in your status bar sky screen for your expedition, that is weeks of food for the entire expedition, everyone that's there. So if this were in the cache, it would be displaying as 53 times 160. In a way, it's convenient that it always shows weeks of food for however large your actual expedition is. But in another way, it's kind of problematic at times because the amount of food looks very different depending on whether or not you're actually carrying it. Anyway, I want to get back to 30 North and then just head east. See what the exploration progress looks like, and probably next time I'll spend at least one session poking around in the ocean to the south, seeing if I can find anything else down there. But there's a good chance I'm at officially 100% land discovery already. Because as I determined on the novice run through, the total land does go above 100%, but the amount it shows on your report caps at 100. That blow by. Okay, this is 30 north, so just head east. I kind of feel like I should be seeing a sailor shanty, sea shanty, because I don't know them, and they tend to be pretty bawdy anyway, which probably not the best thing for a YouTube stream. It can be pretty unpredictable what they'll object to. Alright, we are back to Europe. Safe and sound. Check in with the throne to see if they have anything nice to say. Probably not, they generally don't. Then to the tavern to save, and finally home to check on progress. Oh, have a promotion. Overall rating is still poor, but hey, promotion. I don't think that actually does anything gameplay wise, though I could be wrong about that. I think it's just like a score. But yeah, like I figured, we're up to 100% land. Rivers are at 85%. I don't think it's going to get any higher than that because as I mentioned, my first expedition out, I did some exploring, but the expedition did not make it back, so the exploration for that did not count. However, special discoveries like rivers and plains and mountains and whatnot that show up with a special fanfare, those are used up the first time you hit them. So if you discover, say, the mouth of a river, that's counted as discovered as far as the spot being used up. But if you don't go back to Europe to report it in, it does not count toward your progress. But the spot is still gone, so it's just lost forever. But in any case, that's the entire northern continent filled in, the entire southern continent, and an island off the shore filled in. There's a spot down there, I think that was just a lake. Like these up here are also lakes. Yeah, like I'm saying, this southwest ocean especially looks suspicious, and maybe the southeast. There's certainly plenty of room to have something there. I think I've pretty well covered this northeastern sea. So, yeah, I'll be back probably next week to do some sweeping of the ocean and see if anything else turns up. So, if you're interested, feel free to check back then. Like, subscribe if you want to. Yeah, this has been Herafellan playing Seven Cities of Gold for Atari 8-bit, and have a great week.